Hi, if you watched my video about visiting Lund, which you can see a link to up here, I mentioned that we were going to go to a Swedish supermarket while they were there. Now, when I go to different countries, I love going to supermarkets. I love seeing what the different food is, whether they have things that are the same as us or different to us, etc. And this was no exception. We went to a very small supermarket. I think it's pronounced Ica, I-C-A, next to the station in Lund. It was just kind of like a little, I guess, commuter's supermarket. Not a lot of things in there compared to the big Ikea that I've been to in Malmö. However, it was quite good fun. So I thought that today I would open my shopping bag and show you what we bought. And at the end of it, I'll tell you how much we spent. So starting up, first of all, I always like to look in the alcohol aisle. Now, if you follow me on any of the social medias, you will know that I gave up drinking earlier this summer, but I still like what I would call an adult drink, so like a beer or something like that. So here in Denmark, we have a limited choice of non-alcoholic beers. However, in Sweden, because of the regulation of alcohol, it seems that you can get an awful lot of non-alcoholic beers and wines. I didn't want to carry a big bottle of wine, non-alcoholic wine, back with me just to open it and discover it was sweet like all the others. But the beers I wanted to try. Now, the first one I got was Starma Prima. Now, I do apologise. I've already drunk this one. This is a type of beer that I really enjoy in its alcoholic form. So this was the non-alcoholic version, and I really, really enjoyed drinking that last night. The other ones I got were two Swedish makes. This one's called Stockholm, a fine festival beer. And the other one is called Maristad, another alcohol-free beer. Don't know what either of these are going to be like, but I'm looking forward to trying them. I should keep a note of the ones I like and the ones I don't, but as I don't go back to Sweden that often, it's probably not a big deal. So next up were cookies. Now, we stopped in the cookie aisle and we saw lots of these sort of plastic packed, fresh looking cookies. Now, the ones we decided to get, these ones are called grandmother cakes. They look a little bit like jammy dodgers. I think they're butter cookies. The other ones that we got look very similar. They're called syltekaka. I don't know what sylta means, but again, they're kind of like jammy dodgers, but this time they've got chocolate on the bottom. So they look quite fun to try. There were loads of these. Lots of them were fruit flavoured, like pear, etc. The other ones we got are called Dreams. My limited Swedish tells me this. And they're like butter cookies with white and dark chocolate on them. So they were quite nice to have. And we could tell they looked like they were Swedish, traditional kind of Swedish things. There was a lady in the aisle and I asked her just to help us with the translation of some of them. And then we told her what we were doing, that we wanted to buy some sort of treats that were traditionally Swedish. So she also pointed us in the direction of these called chokladbollar. They're chocolate balls, essentially, I suppose. I don't know what they're going to be like, but they've got coconut on the outside. She said that you would generally find those, if people had sort of, like cookie or cake plates, that you would generally find those in most family homes. So we threw those in the basket. Next up, and we didn't go wild, I have to say, but next up, now I've noticed other times I've been in Sweden how they seem to prefer to take their medications and their vitamins, etc., in like effervescent tablet form. Now, we're used to maybe vitamin C or multivitamins like this, but they have everything. Now, this was quite a small supermarket, so they didn't have a wide selection. But I got some vitamin C ones, and these are apple flavour. I was spoilt for choice with the flavours, but I decided to go for apple. Now, if any of the others are anything to go by, they're not going to taste anything like apple, and they're going to taste very fake. But I thought they were quite interesting to get my vitamin C. And I also like to take a multivitamin, particularly in the winter. And here they had multi-kvinna in Danish woman ones. They also had ones for men and children, etc. So these are multivitamins for women, presumably with all the vitamins and minerals that they think that women need. And these, excitingly, are orange and pineapple flavour. So looking forward to trying those as well. Now, sweets, forgot. We bought a bag of sweets. Now, these are called Bila, the original Bila. And they are, although I think they look like little tiny sharks, I don't know about you, but they are in fact cars, and they are a very traditional Swedish sweet. It says a tradition since 1953. Now they had various different newfangled ones, you know, like sour ones, all this kind of thing. But we decided that we would go for the traditional ones, and they're kind of like a harder marshmallow type sponge foam sweet. I think we say foam rather than sponge sweet, but that's those that we decided to get. Now, along with enjoying looking at foreign supermarkets, I also enjoy looking at foreign magazines. Generally, I like a fashion magazine or an interior type magazine. So again, this was quite a small supermarket, and we didn't go to a newsagent's while we were in Sweden, but I got Femina magazine. Now, if you live in Denmark, you'll be familiar with this as a Danish fashion magazine. It's a weekly magazine, a bit of current affairs, a bit of food, a bit of fashion, all that kind of stuff, a bit of interiors. So I thought this was quite a good one to choose. Unlikely that I'm going to be able to read too much of it, but the pictures are nice, and I thought that was quite interesting. They also, and this is a little bit of a shout out to my dad as well, because he's exactly the same as this. Go to a supermarket, if they have like kind of brochures or catalogues and things like that, then both he and I will be guaranteed to pick them up and put them in their bag. So I picked up it was called Malmborgs, the supermarket we were in. This is their weekly discount paper. It shows you what bargains can be had during the week. So I like this because I like to see what kind of things. I think it's a good indicator of what everyday people eat in the country that you're in. It's advice I give to people when they first move to Denmark is look at these, we call them a visa here, look at these. It shows you the prices of things, so you get an idea about the price of food, but it also shows you what people eat every day, because of course they're going to have discounts on things that people regularly buy. So picked up that to have a look at. And they also, I'm going to try this in Swedish, Manandansgårda or something like that. It's basically the month's flavours, I think. We get these kind of things here, like in Yerma and places like that. So it's going to talk about food that's in season, recipes, different things that you can do, and obviously another promotion for the supermarket. But that was free. Thought that looked quite good fun. So I'll be taking a look through that. Now, the bag is now empty. We didn't buy a lot because we were travelling back on the train. But all of that came to, now if you exclude a couple of bottles of soda that we bought to drink on the train on the way home, it came to around 255 Swedish crowns, which, just a quick conversion, 187 Danish kroner. So, you know, it's cheaper for us to go shopping in Sweden. 24 euros or 22 pounds. So that's my my haul from Ikson in Sweden. I thought it was quite good fun, and we liked walking around. We also found that another thing that Swedish people really enjoy is having things in tubes. So you'll get a lot of different kinds of cheeses in tubes. We didn't see it in the supermarket, but I've seen it before. Fish eggs in tubes, because you know you can squeeze that on your open sandwiches, etc. So it was fun having a walk around, looking at the different foods that they have there. And I hope you've enjoyed seeing what we brought back.